Jet. Have you ever dreamed of dragons? Those mythical beasts, soaring through the sky, breathing plumes of fire. We see them in movies, read about them in books, and imagine them guarding ancient treasures. But what if I told you that a creature, a real-life animal, has mastered the art of fire breathing? It might not be a 100-foot-long reptile with wings, but its defense mechanism is just as astonishing and, in its own way, just as magical. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the bombardier beetle, nature's very own tiny, six-legged dragon. Forget what you think you know about bugs, because this little guy packs a serious punch. When threatened, it doesn't just run or hide. It turns its rear end towards its attacker and unleashes a boiling hot chemical spray with an audible pop. It's a blast of fire and fury, straight from the animal kingdom. So, how does it do it? How can a creature so small create a chemical reaction worthy of a mad scientist's lab? The secret lies in a remarkable piece of biological engineering. The bombardier beetle has two separate glands in its abdomen. One gland stores hydroquinones and the other stores hydrogen peroxide. Separately, these chemicals are relatively harmless. But when the beetle feels threatened, it's showtime. The beetle contracts a muscle that forces these two chemicals into a third, reinforced chamber, the reaction chamber. This chamber is lined with special enzymes that act as catalysts. The moment the hydroquinones and hydrogen peroxide mix in this chamber, an incredibly rapid and violent chemical reaction kicks off. This reaction instantly heats the mixture to a blistering 100 degrees Celsius, or 212 degrees Fahrenheit, the boiling point of water. This intense heat generates a huge amount of pressure from the resulting gas. The beetle has a specialized outlet, a kind of biological nozzle, that it can aim with incredible precision. With a series of rapid-fire pulses, it blasts this scalding, toxic spray directly at its enemy. We're talking up to 500 pulses per second. This isn't just a defensive squirt. It's a high-pressure, boiling-hot chemical weapon. The pop sound you hear is the rapid expansion of gas and liquid exploding out of its body. Imagine being a hungry ant, a curious spider, or even a small frog, thinking you've found an easy meal. You move in for the attack, and suddenly, boom! You're hit with a jet of boiling, irritating liquid. 2. It's enough to deter, stun, or even kill predators many times the beetle's size. It's a defense mechanism so effective and so dramatic that it has fascinated scientists for decades. This ability isn't just about heat either. The chemical compound created in the blast, called benzoquinone, is also a powerful irritant. It stinks, it stings, and it's something no predator wants a face full of. So, the beetle's defense is a double whammy, a thermal shock combined with a chemical deterrent. It's a brilliantly evolved system that ensures this little creature is anything but a helpless victim. The engineering here is simply breathtaking. The reaction chamber has to be incredibly tough to withstand the explosive heat and pressure without harming the beetle itself. Think about it. This is an internal explosion happening inside a living creature. The beetle's body has evolved to contain and direct this force outward, turning a potentially self-destructive process into its greatest weapon. It's like having a tiny, internal cannon that you can aim and fire at will. Now, you might be thinking, a beetle is cool, but it's not a dragon. And you're right, it doesn't have scales, wings, or a hoard of gold. But the principle is the same. It's a living organism that has harnessed the power of chemistry to produce an external, high-temperature, projectile defense. It is, in every functional sense of the word, breathing fire, a testament to the fact that the most incredible, seemingly magical abilities we can imagine often have a real-world counterpart, born from millions of years of evolution. The bombardier beetle shows us that nature's creativity is limitless. It doesn't need to be gigantic to be powerful. It doesn't need to be mythical to be awe-inspiring. Sometimes, the most extraordinary wonders are found in the smallest of packages, crawling right under our noses. This tiny insect is a living, breathing marvel of chemical warfare, a true dragon of the undergrowth. So the next time you're out in a garden or walking through a forest, take a closer look at the ground. Yeah, you might just be in the presence of one of nature's most spectacular and fiery creations. It's a reminder that the world around us is filled with incredible stories and amazing creatures, each with their own unique brand of magic. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of the bombardier beetle. It's proof that you don't need to look to fantasy to find dragons. You enjoyed this journey into the wild and weird side of nature. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories from the animal kingdom. Let me know in the comments what other mythical real-life creatures you'd like to see next. Until then, stay curious.